Oh, hey, and we can start another border war with Poland. Let's do it. I like a little bit of war before my war. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is YujimboXD, and today we're back with some more Hearts of Iron 4. We're still looking at some mods, and I was in the mood once again for another one of these what-if mods. They're very popular. I was doing some good old-fashioned digging around on the Steam Workshop, and I found another one that looked pretty fun. So we have today Age of Imperialism, or what if World War I never happened. Yeah, so this is a world where the monarchs of Europe are still in charge in most of the major nations like Great Britain and Germany and Russia, and this is more focused around what if they had more minor skirmishes and it was not a full world war. We'll get into it and see what the map looks like. So first, let's check out the scenario. It starts a bit earlier than your classic Hoy timeline. It starts in 1931, so about 5 years earlier than the base game. And let's look at the players. So just looking at this, you might guess this is pre-World War I, but nope, this is firmly in the 1930s, so we still have some old familiar faces around with us. At first I was going to play, but I figured I'd save him for another video. There was another alternate history mod I was looking at, and I think I might save Austria-Hungry for that video. So instead, I think we're gonna go back to another favorite on this channel, Russia. Yes, Tsar Nicholas II. In this timeline, I believe the Bolshevik Revolution failed. Because World War I didn't happen, Russia wasn't weak, so I think they were able to suppress the Bolsheviks. But there are still many looming problems in Russia. I do enjoy playing Russia. Truth be told, next to the US, they're probably my other favorite country to play in this game, so I'm excited to look at this one. This was another very popular mod, so let's get into it. So let's look at the state of the world. There are a few notable features. Austria-Hungry is of course here, and it looks like they are a confederation of states instead of one joined union. There is a big Balkan federation. Yugoslavia is here, and there's everywhere else. I don't know how involved we'll be over there, but there is no historical option, so we have Iron Man mode off. So let's see what this world looks like, and let's see if we can give it a proper world war. Although you could argue that the 7 Years' War was the first world war, but I don't know. I leave that up for the historians to debate. I'm just a guy who plays map games. So here we are in Russia. We have a bit of usual blurb from the dev, so make sure to support your local devs if you like their mods. We have our own faction to start, so it looks like we have a few buffer states around us, so I do like that, and I do presume Germany will be our main foe. Hopefully we don't have to fight the UK as well, but they also have a faction, the Commonwealth of Nations. It seems to be most of their colonial holdings that they held in our timeline, plus Japan. Let's take a look at the focus tree. Looks like your standard focus tree size, broken out into their categories like air focus and navy focus. I don't remember Russia starting off with that much manpower in the base game, but that is a lot of starting manpower, especially considering we're only at volunteer conscription right now. Well, it appears at the moment we only have one option in our focus tree that we can even go down, so I guess we're doing a world exhibition. Come to Russia, we have a truck. I'm just kidding, we have tanks too, but I think we forgot to put the top half on. So come to Russia, we have a truck and half a tank. The future is now. Oh, and we even have prohibition in our country. That doesn't feel very Russian. Guess we'll need to have our spy agency, the Bottle Boys, be in charge of taking care of old Ivan isn't getting too hammered. He's the Tsar's property. He's not allowed to get drunk, apparently. Who gave you permission to drink? Where did you get the money for that? Apparently we are one of, if not the preeminent power in Europe, maybe even in the world. So I think we start off in a very strong position, which is fine by me. While I do like building up smaller nations, sometimes it's just nice to be handed everything. Oh wait, that's socialism. I didn't mean it. I was just joking. Oh, here we go. Here's a bit of history if you want to know our backstory. Long story short, Russia was in a golden age in the 20s, and now we're having a world fair to show off how awesome we are. We get to show them all our achievements, like potato, but it's a good potato. Crusade in Mexico. Trying to be Catholic world police? Oh, I see. It's our old friends, the socialists. No wonder they're causing such a kerfuffle. Anyways, it's time for peak Russian stonks. Wow. Okay. Immediately we have some interesting choices for our chief of army. We have Rommel, Napoleon, and Arlie Ermy. Despite what these names say, that's who these are. Right now, I think I'm gonna go with the drill sergeant. I think training up more divisions right now would be more useful. Man, what a time to be alive. You have Bela Lugosi on the big screen and Air Coke. Truly an age of decadence. And one of our focus just says research bonus for all. That everyone gets a research bonus because of the World Fair? I've never seen a focus like that before. Oh, and why aren't our supply hubs actually hooked up up over here in Moscow. Good thing I noticed that. And the World Fair's on, and instead of going to said fair, Nicholas wants to go hunting instead. Yes, because monarchs and hunting, that always goes well. And my choice of spies are all seducers. Who's picking this lineup? I think it's suggesting they're easily seduced. Anyways, let's go with this Bavarian looking man. Well, maybe he'll fit right in Germany. Of course, there was an accident while hunting, but it wasn't hunting related. He got the TB. Well, survived the Bolsheviks, only to be killed by germs. That sucks. Not as bad time as the French though. He just got straight up murdered. Spanish Civil War. They can't seem to escape their fate in any timeline. Dang, some of these bonuses are actually really good from the advisors. And it does look like they've added some fun options for the heads of governments. Each one of these doing different things. That's Don Draper. That's also Don Draper. And that's Tesla. Okay, it's one of those kind of mods where they just use famous people. You didn't think I wouldn't notice? I spend far too much time watching television and movies. Bob Ross. Yep, secret's out. Tsar's dying. We do need XP early on, so let's get this minister. Thanks, Obama. And America's getting Dust Bowled while we're over here throwing babies into the air. Don't worry though, Jesus approves. And the first air doctrine only costs 1. Alright, not sure why that is, but we'll take it. And I was very confused at first. I was like, why is there a head time penalty on radios at the start of the game? And I was like, oh right, because this isn't 1936. That makes sense. And we'll get Teddy Roosevelt in there as well as one of our advisors. Like how like half our advisors are American. Now the Doom was mad at us. Can't we just die without the whole empire falling apart? Is that an option? And I guess we can pick an industrial focus, and while it's tempting to go for more fuel as it seems like we're low, I think we're just gonna end up stealing it off our puppets. So I'm just gonna go for the one that's straight up output instead. I'd like to field a large army if I can. I don't know how I feel about trusting this man in particular with our head of intelligence, but let's see how Mr. Bean can do. Truly building a dream team of advisors. And look, we have Black Friday sales. Oh wait, no, that's everyone going bankrupt instead. But at least Italy has a new king, Victor Emmanuel's son. But we're just gonna keep going down our focus tree because not much has changed for us yet. No, we're no longer #1. I'm sorry, we failed you, Robbie Rotten. Those are some really bad debuffs. Good thing I spent all my political power earlier on. Haha, you can't take it away from me if I don't have it. There is quite a bit of lore to go through here. I am breezing through it, but a lot of powers are changing hands right now. Germany has a new Kaiser, Italy has a new leader, France has a new leader, and France has another new leader as well. And even Gandhi decided to kick the bucket. Everyone's dying. Oh my goodness, and the debuffs just keep coming. Wow, it's a really bad one too. I guess that's what we get for starting off in a strong position. We just get kicked in the teeth. And the hits keep on coming. And no, I'm not referring to this car hitting this tree, but we did lose one of our Grand Dukes. No, we lost our World Fair, all because the Tsar had to go and get TB. Nope, well, that canceled all those focuses. And Poland kicked us out. What the hell, Poland? Well, after having the worst year of his life, Nicholas II is finally dead. Our Tsar is dead, but at least I can do my focuses again. And we could go democracy focus, but that's a bit boring. I'd rather go and stay monarchist. We haven't had a good pure monarchist run in a while, so here's our wild card emperor, Tsar Ewan. And Georgia left our faction to go join the German faction. Well, we're definitely going to end up fighting Germany now. Well, if you can't work with the government, just get rid of the government. Time to dissolve the Duma. And Frankenstein came out. What a good year for movies. And Poland called our mother a hamster. What kind of crazy timeline are we living in? Well, time to start the shooting then. We started a border conflict, maybe it can spread. I would like to take out Poland before they can join a faction. That'd be nice. Well, let's do a little bit of force attack and see if that helps. And we did win that skirmish, and we immediately agreed to a ceasefire. Why would we do that? I wanted things to spiral out of control. And we put out a piece of propaganda that was a historical piece about Russia's struggle against the Teutonic Order. Is this a real movie? Kind of want to see this. And it looks like it's time to bring prohibition to an end. All the Russians rejoice, although it will cost some of you your lives. And while I'd like to keep going down my political focus tree, I see this tree is finally unlocked and I would like to remove that debuff. Uh-oh, looks like our march didn't go so well, and now our Tsar is captured, and we have a radical socialist in charge. What the hell? I think my plans of expansion might need to be put on hold. I think I need to just not fall apart right at the moment. I guess we're going for a new order instead. I have no idea how we turned socialist. I'm pretty sure I picked all the monarchist options, but maybe this mod just is random. Oh, we're stuck with it now. Oh, but Yugoslavia does want to join us, so at least there is some good news. We'll get a Yugoslavia in here. There we go. Lost to Poland, but I got a Yugoslavia instead. And look, we can recruit your grandma as a spy. I'm gonna go have her spy on the Germans. And Australia had the bloodiest war yet, the Deadly Emu War. Glad I don't have to fight them. Ooh. In this next focus, we'll add foundations of friendship. Did I secretly go the peaceful socialist route? Doesn't sound like the socialists I know. We're gonna have Nan and your sister infiltrate the German army. I think they're up to the task. And we're gonna get Vladimir as one of our military theorists. Something tells me he's a good boy. And I would be manually justifying, but I can't. I need 50% world tension, and it's actually been going down, if anything. And Germany just annexed Belgium and the Netherlands. Thought world tension would be higher, but it's only at 17%. Well, the Reichspart is now at war with the Tripartite. I think this is the official start of World War I in this universe. Hopefully we can make something of all this chaos. And now Germany is fighting a completely united Austria-Hungry. Yeah, I think they're already in a bad way. Oh, now the Ottomans want to join us. Sure, get in here. Although, why don't you have Constantinople? What about not having World War I makes you lose one of your major cities? I'm sure there's some lore there. And we have a new imperialist policy we can start following. I guess we can start using all our civilian factories to start building up in our puppets. Guess we could do that while we're waiting around. Here you go, Finland. Just for you, buddy. We're best of friends. I would never do anything to hurt you. Again. Oh, I didn't even know I had Ethiopia in my faction. Central Ethiopia. Oh, look, and it's Cowboy John. He's here too. Awesome. Glad to have you on the team here, buddy. I'd like to punish Poland for their betrayal and leaving the faction, but apparently I can't until I'm already losing a war? I don't understand this focus. And look, now we even got your grandpa as a spy too. Looks like world tension has finally hit 50%, and I think we can start manually justifying on Poland. Because while I do have a focus to directly attack Germany, I don't have one for Poland. And just in time, we finished the Polish cipher. Here we go. Now that's how you ratchet up world tension. Oh, hey, and we can start another border war with Poland. Let's do it. I like a little bit of war before my war. Oh, hey, and just in time, Romania wants to join as well. Let's get them in. Oh, and we lost the border conflict. How the hell did that happen? Well, that does not bode well. Well, at least we didn't actually take any real hits to our stability. Just lost some political power. All right, it is time to declare war on Poland before they join any factions. All right, let's send everything in. I even have a naval invasion set up. Oh, speaking of factions, it looks like the German faction's dead, and they've merged into the British faction. Now it's a real world war, except the League of Nations. They seem to be out of it, and they want to cooperate with us. Fine by me. And let's use their cipher as well. There we go. It's going a bit better than the skirmish war we had before, but unfortunately it does look like they joined the rest of the Tripartite Pact, so it looks like we are in the Commonwealth now. Oh, and I should call all my allies in as well. That would probably help. There we go. Oh my god, the game is running laggy now, but we are making a mess of Europe, that's for sure. Oh my god, that is like the 4th general that's been wounded in a day. Looks like I can take all my troops off the Georgian border then. Oh my god, look at all the divisions. My computer is going to burst into flames. My gosh, I just had to turn that off. I just couldn't even look at that anymore. There we go, got a little pocket up there and linked up with the Germans. Surprisingly, I haven't lost as many soldiers as I thought I did so far, but man, they are getting trounced. Props to Poland. They're only 1/3 of the way to capitulation and they look like that. We seem to have made it under the soft underbelly of Austria, hacking through Yugoslavia. There we go, Poland's down. I'm just gonna set everyone to aggressive. I have enough manpower and equipment that I want to see this war over quickly. There we go, got another pocket over here. There's another good sized pocket. And there goes Austria-Hungry, or the Danube Federation. Oh, apparently I'm at war with India. Probably should pay attention to that too. Oh, now the League of Nations merged into the Commonwealth of Nations. Well, I think we know how this is going to end then. And as usual, it is tradition on this channel to go to space. Work on that while we try and finish off this mess. There goes Italy. And there we go. There goes France. And we got more land than what we started with, and we're gonna steal the French Navy as is tradition. All right, and there we go. There is our new Russian Empire. And we didn't completely fall apart, although don't mind the border gore there a little bit. That's just the AI doing AI things. But yes, as you can see, we've merged into one mega faction, so I think this is where the run ends for us. I had a lot of fun with this mod. It was a lot of fun coming back playing as Russia and having a scenario where I didn't really know what was going to happen. A lot of stuff kept happening and it seemed kind of random, so there might be a lot of replayability here, so I highly recommend it. I will say the only odd thing about this is the fact that you can merge major factions together means you can gang up on everyone and you pretty much get a world peace scenario like this. But you know what? That's fine. It doesn't have to end in insane violence all the time. So I had a lot of fun with this mod and I would highly recommend it. And I have another mod that I'm looking at next week that's another alternate history mod. So stick around for some. All right, see y'all next week. Bye.